Good evening, guys. This is going to be our trade breakdown, the trade that I took for YM this morning during New York session. So this is how we did. So starting off on the daily time frame, we can see how yesterday's daily candle, we were able to close back within the previous candle's range, right? So we have this right here, and including the inefficiency right here. So all this significant, actually we also have this SMT as well here, forgot about that. So all this shows reversal signs back from IRL to ERL. So some basic concepts, right? It's not really complex, nothing too difficult to understand. So that was my idea, specifically, especially for YM, based on how the PA was looking compared to NQ and ES. So now, if we go into our 4 hour, let me just, you know what, I'm just going to erase all this so I can keep it clean. I'm just going to mark down my daily candle open, which is right here. So you can see how we expanded during 6 p.m. and then from there we started consolidating within Asia towards London, right? So we can anticipate as a consolidation, and then NP was the manipulation lower for the continuation higher, right? So that's something exactly what we're waiting for. This is basically your open, low, high, close type of idea as well for your power of 3. Same thing for your market maker buy model, accumulation, manipulation, expansion, right? So you have your distribution, second stage, and then continuation, right, as we go into the smaller time frames. So what I was looking here was, I wasn't looking for shorts personally, just because of the bullish thesis that we had going into today's session. And the reason why I took YM instead of the other two was based off the candle closure of this 6 a.m. candle right here. If we look to the other candles, other sessions right here, let me just erase all this. You can see how this 6 a.m. candle closed bearish, and we weren't able to close back within the previous days it's not previous days, sorry, previous 4 hours candle, right? This showed a nice rejection back into it. Again, the wicks, the candles tell the story, right? And you can see how we had this large wick forming on YM here, showing how we aren't willing to go lower here. It was a straight rejection. So the way I was looking at this was that since we didn't fully close, but I want to say we did, just due to the way this rejection candle formed, and I wanted to target back to the highs here. So we had some highs here that were taken out. So it was either this draw right here and then this draw right after that. So now going on to my 30-minute, so I either use the 15-minute or the 30. You can either you can use both, doesn't really matter. Just I go back and forth between the 30 and the 50-minute depending on how clean each time frame looks. If the 15-minute looks messy, I'll go up a time frame just so it's a little clearer for me. But yeah, that's basically the way I do it. We had an SMT right here at this low here. If you go back to NQ, I'm just gonna go through NQ to NYM just so I don't have to show you all three, because they both had the SMT here. So you can see how this lines up right here with this. So this just shows how YM was the strength leader because it created the failure swing compared to NQ, right? And we also had some failure swings here as well as targets. As you can see, NQ, we didn't have that. So we had some, like, I guess it was just some high resistance, just to the fact that we were able to take out previous day's high here, during here. And then with this, we were able to take out London's high right here before the drop. So these are little things that I was just noticing, and just again based off that 4 hour candle, I just wanted to trade YM better compared to NQ. I just thought that YM was going to be the leading asset compared to the other two, just based off that 4-hour candle. So based off this, I didn't really see any fractals here on the 30 minutes, so I actually went on the 15 minute right here. So you can see how there's a lot more information. You can actually see also the market maker buy model, how we have the accumulation, the manipulation, the expansion. We can even say this is the accumulation phase right here, and then the second stage distribution phase back to this draw right here that we were anticipating here. So it's actually the 50 minutes actually a great time frame to be finding these market maker buy models and sell models. Same thing with the higher time frame, but you gotta wait much longer, and that's the only thing. But for intraday trading, like the way we all do it, for day traders as well, this works perfectly fine. So just getting back into this now, we had this inversion here that YM was able to close above. So this is the first sign. As you can see, expansion with expansion leads, it gives the sign of a reversal, right? I'm going to just remove this because this is the 4-hour swing, or I'll just leave it here just so you guys can have that as an image. So yeah, like I was saying, expansion to expansion. We also seen this nice down close candle form, and I want to say that we were able to close it. We actually just failed it by like a tick or two, but I'm going to just say that we did close above it. Again, it was the strength leader. I did like the way that we were reversing off this, and we were failing to hold these bearish PDAs. So a lot of confluence on this idea for price to continue higher on YM compared to if you look at it, NQ. See, NQ was just still within this 15-minute fair value gap, right? I guess it would have been a little more confident with me if we seen it play within respecting the CE of this fair value gap right here. So once maybe we were able to close back above here, this would have been a great idea for a buy, and most likely to target these relative highs right here. But again, I was looking at YM because due to the fact that we had that nice rejection off that 4-hour, so this was the strength leader. As you can clearly see, the expansion phase for this was a lot more better compared to this in my eyes. But back to it. So as I was mentioning before, we had this nice expansion here right at, so we have 10:15. If we now go on to our 5-minute time frame right here, see how 10:15 we opened up. So I personally didn't enter at 10 a.m. specifically, as this was a 10 a.m. candle, because you can see how we were able to close back above. This time I waited for an actual down close candle to form, and then we get that nice change in the state of delivery here. I just wanted to be a little more precautious today, just because it was NFP, right? So, and we also had some news at 10 o'clock, so I wanted to wait a little to see what it did. Again, as you can see, we formed some a down close candle, and if you look on the 5-minute, it was a little cleaner. Oh, we are on the 5-minute, sorry. We had this change in the state of delivery right here. So this was my entry right here. Again, based off all the confluences that I was mentioning to you, this just made more sense to me. And again, while NQ and ES were just in a way I would say consolidating, YM was showing some willing to expand. So I had my stop loss just right here, just due to risk wise. I just didn't really want to have it all the way here, to be honest, but this was perfectly fine for me. I actually broke even right here at this point, because something that you guys have to understand is that yes, if YM is the strength leader, we did hit a higher time frame PD array, and this was actually the current weekly high. Okay, so it's an area that price could react, and when I mean by react, it could reverse, right? Again, just during this NFP week, it's been very difficult with this high resistance type of trading, just because of the NFP week and everything like that. So I was extra precautious once we tapped into here, because I did not want to see this reverse. And then again, just imagine seeing myself go back into drawdown while I was in profit. It's not really something that is it's not smart to do, I would say. But yeah, I broke even here, and my initial target was right here. Personally, I did break my rules. I was supposed to either hold this trade or let it stop me out. But just the way price was just stopping me out at break even or for a minor loss these past couple of days, I just wanted to end it myself with a good profit. So I actually ended my trade right here. As you can see, we did have a pretty, not deep retracement, but some type of retracement off this high. Again, it could have reversed, right? Again, this is why we have to be precautious and have a risk management plan, because during these times you want to make sure you're able to preserve your capital, or at least try to secure some profit, which I did here due to these conditions that we had during this week. So I was able to secure some profit. I basically secured the losses that I had these past 2 days and made a bit of profit, which I'm okay with. At the end of the day, guys, I'm just happy in general that I was able to manage my risk really good this week, guys. It's been, like I said, again, I'm going to say it again also, it has been a rough week for PA, and honestly, I like, it's been difficult. It's just the way price has been pushing towards the draw. Look at it, it's just been like moving slowly, you know, like, and people that are impatient, it would have tilted them, you know what I mean? So it's a good learning lesson. Good thing that you guys are watching this, because I just want you guys to understand that, yeah, these type of conditions are rough and could be very tilting, especially if you're not able to control your emotions, right? So hopefully this video helps a lot. Other than that, I was able to secure some profit, like I mentioned. If I didn't take the secure the profit, I was still able to, imagine if I was break even, I was still in the trade, and then you can see how it played out. But overall, I'm still happy that I was able to secure. And again, I'm even happier that the trade actually played out, right? I broke it down. I wanted to see what I wanted to see, specifically at this draw. You can see how this was the start of the market maker sell model, manipulation, second stage distribution right here, and then we had the reversal signature, and then you could see how it came back into a market maker buy model, and then you could see that we came back to the consolidation, right? So very basic things, guys, things that I do every single day, and that's just what I'm going to be doing, and that's how I'm going to become profitable. It's just by, in a way, making this boring and just trying to make it just trying to do the same things every single day. And if I don't see it, then I just don't trade, period, right? Because at this point, I've actually come to a realization. This is basically what trading is about. It's just about following a specific plan, following your edge, being patient, and letting the market give you that opportunity. If it doesn't, you have tomorrow, guys. If you're trying to do this as a career, you have your whole career to be trading, right? So missing one day, even if you miss a trade that you thought wasn't going to go your way, but it did, it is what it is. So yeah, that's it, guys. Other than that, I hope you guys find some value in this video, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.